that is. All right, we got pocket queens. We're gonna probably win another one versus Mr. Winamax is down, unfortunately for him. And he shows up with king queen. Hopefully we can hold for the stream. All right, we do. So off to a really good start. You know, the last few streams, I've actually started pretty poorly. We've always went on downswings, like 100, 200, you know, couple hundred, you know, downswing, and then had to try to claw our way back. Hopefully in this one, we just start winning straight from the get. That would be really, really nice. For those of you joining just now, we already won one game. So we are up $10 on the stream. And we are going to be giving it all away at the end, whatever we're up. Hopefully we're up thousands, hundreds, you know, at least hundreds, maybe thousands, and then just giving it all away. It's going to be a really good time. We got so many watches. It says good luck, good luck, good luck, boss. Thank you, Mr. So Many Watches. What kind of watches are you into, buddy? This guy must know something about watches. That's what I'm getting to. Mr. Bubble Outcast with a barrage of the most tilting emoticons known to humans. He's got the Jonas mushroom avatar. He's got the Scott with the hair, kind of like this. Jonas avatar is like, I've never seen something so tilting. Like the way his head is like, it's like moving like. That's a wild one here. So if he checks it over to us, we're gonna go for a little thin value here. I don't know if this guy's a reg or a fish, but I feel pretty confident going for a thin value bet here versus a reg or a fish at $10 games. I don't think they're gonna be trapping enough. I don't think we have enough, you know, 3x checks the river. I don't think enough queen x checks the turn. So, oh, this is what that is. Okay, I gotta turn that off. That's why I've never clicked on that before, because it shows you like all this. All right, let's see what he called with. So we got called by 7-4. You know, 7-4 is a very standard call in that spot. Totally reasonable. Queen 3, hopefully we get this through and we start by winning the first 2 games of the day, which would be excellent. Mr. NA is in the building. We love Mr. NA. He's always here when I'm streaming. Jack 3 offsuit here. I'm actually gonna try to squeeze in a little limp versus you know, a $10 player. This is not a standard limp. This should be folded here, but we're just gonna try to squeeze it on in there. And this is a perfect board texture for a limp stab. He's almost never going to hit that unless he's got some sort of 7. NA77 says, why old school players don't auto convert stack sizes to big blinds? It's because we're old school, man. You know, how can you be old school if you're playing with big blinds? You got to play with chips. That's the way we've always done it. We always play with chips. All right, we got another $20 spin. Hopefully we start spinning a little bit better here. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna assume, I'm just gonna guess out of the sky. As soon as I hear a dip, I think about, did you buy the crypto dip? That's what I think NA is saying with that. Compraste el dip means did you buy the dip? Meaning the crypto dip. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. We'll check it over again. We'll check call here. And this is the reason why I wanted to start streaming earlier, is because like in like 30 or 45 minutes, it starts to get dark here and the camera quality starts to get worse, but that's all right. We're gonna live with it. We're gonna survive. We're gonna survive it. Right, so this actually right now is gonna be my last stream of the entire, unless I decide to, like, you know, go crazy. Maybe I'll show up on December 17th, a week from now. Actually, I probably won't. Maybe I might actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually might stream again this coming Friday. But I'm not going to be streaming on Christmas Eve. So 2 weeks from now, I won't be here. So this either is my last stream of the year, or we've got one more left on December 17th, which is exactly 1 week from now. But we shall see. Tim the Pimp says, this is interesting. I'm gonna bluff here. I think we can blow them off maybe a pair of 5s, 4s, 3s at some frequency here. Even with a small bet like 60, I think that's enough. I do like bluffing in that spot. Tim D. Pimp says, where are you playing on? This is Party Poker we're playing on. And just the software is just much improved. It just looks better. It feels better. It's just seems faster. Maybe it's all in my mind, but it seems faster. Like the gameplay is smoother. I love this new software. Way, way better than the old one. Sixer123 says, why don't you play hundreds? I might play some hundreds later on. The reason why I'm playing low stakes is because I'm giving away 100% of the profits, but also taking 100% of the losses. So I don't want to just, you know, start blasting 100s and 500s and lose like a couple $1,000 trying to win money for the stream. So the point of the stream is supposed to be educational, entertainment. I'm just like shooting the shit, having fun, but also playing very seriously, like I always, you know, continue to mention. I'm still playing very serious in these streams, and it looks like we're gonna win 3 straight games to start the stream, which is kind of nice. 3 straight games to start the stream. I don't know how much more is it gonna dip. It might dip some more. Where are we at right now? So Bitcoin is at 48,348 right now. Ethereum's at 4,042, and all the altcoins are taking a nosedive. I mean, everything's been kind of dipping, but like with the history of Bitcoin, like this is not like a massive dip. Like it's a dip, but like if you look at like the history of Bitcoin, like it could go a lot further down, like a lot further down. See, this is one of those spots where I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call here. I'm gonna call. Somebody can correct me. I'm just not sure if we're supposed to raise call with Queen Jack suited here. Very weird looking cat, but I like it. You know, I do like it. Pocket 10s, we're gonna ship it right in. We're gonna rip this right into Mr. Hasvisto, and we'll get a fold. Who's into crypto in these chats? Who's got like a cool altcoin that they believe in that they want to start ranting about? I remember, was it NA 2 weeks ago? Was that you, NA, 2 weeks ago, where you were like selling me on the idea of what was it called? The Alexa. Was it you that was selling me on the idea of Alexa, just like non-stop, like just slamming my brain? You have to get it. 2nd generation, 4th generation, blah blah blah. I didn't end up getting the Alexa, but the update on that is actually my parents canceled. They were supposed to come visit me for Christmas, but they canceled because of like all the COVID stuff happening in the airports. Tim D. Pimp says, at 10s, just play straightforward. Okay. Yeah, I will take that advice. I like to check call here because it's just a cool thing to do. It's a UWU cat. I don't know what that means, but it sounds kind of cool. Yeah, so I love check calling a hand like 5-4 suited here. Because if we go check on turn, for example, or if like a Broadway card shows up on turn and or river, we can very credibly rep that card. Very credibly rep that card with a check call on the flop. That's why I love it. And then when a turn comes like a 3 or an 8, usually you're gonna face a barrel here from a position player. So I love calling these like lower, calling these lower end open enders like on flop instead of c-betting them on a lot of different, in a lot of different spots. I think it's a very, very strong play. I think it plays very well on later streets, and I love it. Vatnik Mratabus says 10, it's low limit, 10 and 20. You don't take enough leaderboard points. I know, I'm not trying to win leaderboard point. Oh, Jonas is here, guys. Uh-oh. Jonas is here to yell. He's already yelling at me. He said, good luck, boss, with an exclamation point. So Jonas said, good luck, boss, with an exclamation point, which in translation means you better start playing some reg speed spins or else I will try to murder you. I think that's what he's trying to tell me. So we are going to play some reg speed spins, Mr. Jonas, right? Don't just take it easy. All right, we're going to play some. There's no need to be yelling and screaming and kicking. We're going to be playing some reg speed spins. Actually, as a matter of fact, if I win this game, we will play a reg speed spin right after. That's what we'll do. Even if I lose it, we're going to play a reg speed after this, win or lose. You know, actually what I think would be kind of cool, like a cool dynamic in these spins, if they made it so that like first place got like 75% of the prize pool or something like that, and then second place got like the buy-in back for the tournament or something. I feel like that would be so cool. I don't know why. Like there would be like interesting like ICM, you know, implications where you never want to finish third place, and like I don't know. I just feel like it would be really cool. Like I know it's like less exciting than to like win one of these things, but it would also like, I think it would lower variance a lot if second place got, you know, some sort of prize, I guess let's call it. Like second place got their money back or whatever. Anybody else have ever had that thought? Like if they just like 75% of the winnings goes to first and like 25% goes to second, or maybe like 70-30 or like 65-35, like something weird like that. I don't know, just like so that first and second get paid and then whoever's in third kind of gets screwed. So we're playing a reg speed spin here, a $20 reg speed spin to start. If we win this game, we'll jump straight up to a $50 reg speed spin. Get some post flop hands, you know, and this is good actually for the stream. Like even when I spin a reg speed spin, like I feel like, okay, now we're gonna see some post flop spots, which is, you know, could be more interesting for the stream. So we'll get into some post flop hands. I know most of the time I'm dicking around and like not being that serious in these streams and like not really talking too in depth about hands and stuff, but you know, now that we're playing some reg speed spins, we can get deeper into some actual, you know, poker education. And I'm gonna start, you know, walking you guys through some of the thought processes I have. NA says, nah, no Alexas in Latin America, mate. So Alexa's just like the girl that you dream of that lives in America, or like the porn star that you love. Something's named Alexa. I know, NA. You have too much of an attachment to this Alexa situation. Derfra says, Jack, where do you live and where are you from? So I live right now currently in Toronto, and downtown Toronto. Absolutely love Toronto, besides for the cold weather. The cold weather is kind of brutal, but it's awesome. Living in Toronto is just fucking awesome. Like there's just no other way. I love this city. I really do. I think it's an amazing city. If it wasn't cold, I feel like I could potentially spend the rest of my life in Toronto. If it never got like freezing cold here. The freezing cold just kind of throws me off. When it's just so cold outside that you don't even want to walk outside because it's just freezing to death. It's kind of like it's a buzzkill a little bit. As far as where I'm from, I'm originally from Queens, New York, but you know, my parents' background is Armenian. So I'm not sure which one you wanted to know from that, but that's both Armenian and originally from Queens, New York. Jonas is Jack's favorite emote. Oh, so much tilt. Jonas, if you wanna see me getting tilted on live stream, like after I take like a few bad beats, just pop that emoticon in here. But no, I'm obviously not gonna tilt in these games. But yeah, it's quite the tilting emoticon. I mean, it's just like shaking around. It's just like moving like uncontrolled. Just makes your brain just want to like, go crazy. Tim D Pimp says DGs. Immediately got a headache because of those emojis. Yes, now you know. I think everyone can agree that that is probably the most tilting emoji on planet Earth. All right, we got top pair, which is a little bit better than second pair and third pair. All right, top pair, not a terrible holding here. We're just going to be flatting. I don't like the idea of raising. I don't think we can ever really raise and then bet and get called by worse. So that's completely not an option for me here. Now we have an extremely strong holding here. We're just going to call, keep our range wide. Obviously, we have, some 6x that'll call her, some 4x. So he's still going to think that we could, potentially, that's a perfect, this is one of the best river cards that could have flew out there. Maybe besides like an offsuit 2, a jack is just, an offsuit jack is like the best card we can, humanly see there. And he's got 10-8, reasonable. I would have shut down the river in his shoes. Turn barrel obviously completely fine. Flop turn completely fine. I would have shut down the river with that combination myself. But we will take it. We'll take the queen 7. We'll win it. And we'll feel good about it. And if we win this, we're playing a 50 right away. So get straight to the action. That was not that interesting of a hand. That just played itself out for us. We just called. Easy peasy. So Flaco Delorti says, just noticed party switch to looks more like GG's. How is the playability at the moment? Easier or laggier than before? From my experience, it's been way easier. It's been really, really good. I've loved playing on Party since they switched this software. I didn't like their old software that much. That was like one of the downsides of Party for me, was that old interface that they had. This one is miles better, in my opinion. Miles better. Way, way better. Super Passy 7 says, what books are you currently reading? Love the book summaries, by the way. Appreciate that. Right now, I'm actually reading a very interesting book. Very, very interesting book right now. It's called Your Body Keeps the Score. It was actually recommended to me by a Team 651 player, by the name of Ravis. He recommended me the book, and it's been incredible so far. Your Body Keeps the Score. It talks about like trauma, like PTSD trauma, and like when people get raped, like that kind of trauma. And it's so intriguing, and like I just love learning about the brain and the mind, and like why it operates the way it does, and like the nervous system, and like trauma healing. All these things are just so intriguing to me. It's my favorite topic by far. Like anything on the brain, and like how you perceive things, and like how your body reacts to certain stimuli, and like all those kind of things. Like I'm just a huge nerd when it comes to the brain. So this book is fascinating so far. Talking about all the different trauma treatments for like PTSD patients, and like how much of a struggle it is for them, and like how they can overcome it, and what are the best things to do, and all the tested methods. The guy that's writing the book is like a psychiatrist, has tested all these things. So I'm loving that book so far. So that it's a long book, this one actually that I'm on. It's like 17 hours, the audio book, and I think I'm through about 13 hours of it. So we got about like 4 hours left or something like that. Looks like we're not going to win this pot. All right, let's see what other books I've got rolling up my sleeve here. Yeah, the book I just read right before this one was also recommended by a friend, and the book is called The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, which also was just an excellent book. The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, highly recommended to anybody. I mean, the book was just powerful, powerful, powerful book. I'm going to check call here. I think, you know, Villain's going to have a lot of those like missed draws. Like, you're going to have like 10-9, 1 heart, like 7-9, 1 heart, 10-6, 1 heart. Like a lot of those kind of combinations there. He had Queen 3, so we didn't get any extra money out of him. I was thinking with this hand, the only options here are either block betting or check calling there. You can't really bet a bigger size on that kind of texture. Unless you have like a read that your villain is very stationy, then you can do that. Here we're going to be just limp stabbing. I'm also going to be limp stabbing more than I normally would in this player pool here. So yeah, the 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, excellent book. You know how the mind works and how the mind continues on with life and like associates like the present moment to like past experiences and like just random stuff like that. It's just had my attention throughout the whole, like I read a lot of audiobooks where I'm just like, sometimes they just lose my attention. You know, like sometimes my brain just wanders when I'm reading audiobooks, but this Your Body Keeps the Score book, like my brain doesn't wander around when I'm reading it. I'm so zoned in on it. Like it's just all so interesting and fascinating. We're gonna make a little raise here, or a 3x raise. NA says he blocked your bluffs that you're supposed to fold with. That's right. That's why it was not the best river combination there. Sanchez86, do you recommend supplements to raise serotonin? I don't recommend anything because I don't take anything. I don't take anything at all. I don't take any supplements. No stimulants. Like I don't take anything at all. Maybe I should. I don't. Does anybody have anything that they recommend? Tell me. I don't take anything. I don't even drink coffee. I don't have any caffeine. I don't take supplements for the gym. I don't even take, you know, protein powder. I don't take anything at all. So if somebody has some supplements they think are very necessary for, you know, an amazing life, then they can tell me. I've just never been really that into them. I have tried them at times in my life, but just nothing's really stuck. Rad Recent says, I've heard Tomo say 651 is accepting $10 spin players. Can you talk a little bit about the requirements and how long is the contract expected to last? The requirements are, you know, somebody that has an ambition and a curiosity to actually learn and get better at poker. So that's very important for somebody to actually have their heart inside the game and to have that ambition and curiosity to get better at poker, but also to have obviously previous winning results. You need to have a graph that shows that you are a volume grinder, that you do put in a lot of hours at the tables, and that you do have good results to back it up as well. As far as how long the contract is expected, I think now we're starting to do I don't remember what our latest contracts we start to do, because I don't take care of the contract work or anything like that. I think we're starting to do like 30,000 game contracts, but like the way we operate is like, if you're not happy with Team 651 and you don't want to complete your contract, as long as you have no like makeup or EV balance, you know, you're free to leave whenever you want. And then after the first contract, you know, let's say you sign 30,000 game contract. After that, when you continue on Team 651, we don't even do another contract. It's just like, if you like being here, stay here. If you don't, then don't. We like to leave it open. We don't want to like make people feel like they're obligated to continue on our team if they don't want to. So we always like leave that with our players. So. And almost everybody stays. Like I would say like 98% of Team 651ers stay long term, and you know, forever, basically. I mean, I would say like it's like 98%, like, you know, and we don't have to put contracts into place for that. It's just people like, you know, being on our team. They like the team atmosphere. They like the coaching, and yeah, that's it. I mean, we don't. Yeah, I know another you know, stables or teams or whatever, because we've heard it. You know, when people apply to us, they're like, oh, we felt obligated to, like, you know, finish out contracts even though we weren't happy with something and this and that. We're like, we don't do stuff like that over here.